got me a jelly plate here. It's this guy from Gelli Prints. And just some plain printer paper, a jelly roll, or a brayer. It's a cheap one, made for jelly plating. And then I have a bunch of liquid paint here, acrylic, and I'm just using whatever I have. I'll move that over there for now. And then I have a whole bunch of stencils. So let's make a jelly plate. And I am going to put some gloves on because this is messy. So I need my gloves going here. And we'll make some jelly plates. And this is cool, fun, and easy. I did this with some kids at the Big Fork art fair. And so I was at the art fair at the Arts and Cultural Center and helped the kiddos with this. And the center has been doing this ever since, because they just think it was terrific fun. Okay, so I'm going to do this one, and maybe I will do the bigger one next to it. And I don't really have one for there, but I'll just leave it because it doesn't matter. And then I'm going to line my paper up with the plastic that is underneath the jelly print, and just pull this off of here, and voila, you got this, which is not very gorgeous, but wait, because what we can do is hopefully some more of this. I might have to take those off, put a little bit more on here, and run some more prints. The thing that's kind of fun about this process is you don't really ever know what you're going to get. So it's sort of fun to play around. So this is, I'm lining that up again with what was there before and pressing it on. And I'll pull it off. And that is one print. And you can do a whole bunch of these, or multiple prints. And you can come back in and add some other colors. And that's another, which is really too light. But let me peel this off and set that aside. And then I will do this again. Pull that. And I have this print, and this is quite beautiful, and I may use some combination of these two for a project that I have, so I could possibly do more. So I'm not going to clean my plate off. I really don't care, because the more paint is on here, the more unusual and interesting it gets. So let's throw some purple on here. Put this purple and maybe a little bit of this ochre. Put this on here. And maybe I'll make this kind of a two-tone with some interesting color mixed in there. And I think I will do, I like this abstract one here that covers the whole thing, so we'll do that. And then we'll take our piece of paper. And I didn't really line that up the way that I should have in order to pull another print, but that's okay. That pulled that. But let me see about throwing, let's see, let's throw some green on top of that. Maybe, so I'm trying to do a purple and green. So let me put some phthalo green on top of this with a little bit of white and kind of mix that in. So as you can see, this is the most random process ever. There's nothing really challenging or hard about it. The biggest part is clean up your mess. So let me line that paper up so I can reuse this if I need to. And you just want to rub that good so that you get the paint onto the paper. Pull that one off. That one is not very exciting, but I will play around with it some more and see what happens. And then I'll take this off and we'll see what we end up with, because we may end up with more purple because there should be some purple underneath this thing. I mean, this is really great fun for kiddos, or if you need some collage paper, if you want to do collage work, this is just a terrific way to get collage pieces. And that's a nice pale piece there. But I'm going to pull that off, and you can already tell that is going to be a beautiful piece. So look at what we're going to get here. Look at this. Isn't that pretty? And I can let that dry, and I could, you know, layer onto it if I wanted to. But I just think that's really pretty. And that, I flipped that over. And I don't want to waste. So I'll just get the back side, get the goopy off the back side of that print. And it's a lighter one, but I can layer that if I want to. And so rather than do that again, maybe what I would like to do, let's see. Let's do this one right here. I like this one. And I have to clean up a little bit right here. Okay. So I really kind of like that purple. And I'm trying to get to purple because I have a special project. And then I also am trying to get to some pink. So I use a little quinacridone red here. And maybe a little bit of ochre with it in places, and I got way too much. So let me sop up some of that and put it over here. And just kind of roll that on and let it be pretty stinking random. And I will do that section there. And I got this. And let's put it down over here. I'm going to sop up that section. And then maybe turn it around over here. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just playing with it. And pull that one up. And then I can do that one for that corner. And I'm just playing with this to see kind of what would happen. if I do that. So that gives me that, which is, I can, again, I'll put this aside and I can layer on top of that. And then that's pretty dry, so, or getting dry. So let me layer that. And boy, howdy, that turned out really, really pretty. I like that a lot. And I think I've got this beautiful background here, so let me see if I can get to some more variegated color. So I'm just going to leave that on there. There's a hair on there. Sometimes my DNA gets in my artwork. Does that ever happen to you? Oh, there we go. Get that out of there. Okay, and I kind of got this pinky color going on. And I really kind of liked that with the pink. And so I think, let's see what happens here if we do that, where we kind of get a little pink on top of all that red and see what we end up with. And that gives you that, which I think is beautiful. And that has a lot of fun possibility. And I think maybe, let's get a background piece. Let's pull one of these other ones and just put that down and see what it does. But this is one of those fun activities that if you know, sometimes they don't come out very great, but I gotta tell you, if you overthink it, then it's no fun. So what's fun is the surprise, just to see what will happen whenever you try different things. And that's what I like about it. And so I'm just gonna try some different things and let my brayer be all mottled and weird and dirty and give it a try. So now, let's see, I love this floral piece here. And I just keep sort of coming back to that, don't I? But you can do this on tissue paper, and if you find a sequence or a pattern that you just think is absolutely exquisite and you want to frame it, you can of course do it on some higher quality paper. Well, that didn't come out very well, but no worries, because you know, it just comes out how it comes out. Do I want to take that off? Yeah, let's remove that and see what happens here. This was one that I had done a minute ago, and I let it dry, and I put that on. So that is really pretty. And just imagine cutting these up and using them for some collage project, or just, you know, some sort of trim piece. And I really like what's on the back of that. So just take that that I just pulled off of there and lay that down. Peel that up. Yeah, that didn't work out that exciting, but hey, who cares? So that's kind of the process for doing these jelly plates, and you can do more stencils that have more of a picture on them, or a pattern, or something that you like. You can even do, you know, multiple things. And I like the idea of maybe just putting some on here like this. Let's see what we end up with. If my thing didn't have wasn't stopped up, this would work better. But I'll just put some of these dots around randomly and roll that on there. Look at that, isn't that pretty? It's just pretty and fun to make a big mess. And I gotta tell you, the kids just love it because they can do it and they just absolutely love it. And it can be messy and whatever, and they have a good time with it. Just look at that. Isn't that beautiful? So that's the jelly plate process. It's completely random but fun. And you don't even have to use stencils. I mean, you can just put, if you wanted some paint, you could, you know, just sort of put some things on, sort of loose and random like that. Let me get some of that off because it's too much. And, you know, kind of get a, let me put some on here. There you go. But this, you know, and then just do that and then print your papers out onto it like this. You don't have to have a stencil. You can also, see, look at that. Isn't that beautiful? And it's just so simple and so easy. You don't have to have a stencil. You can actually just use a tool and you can write on it with, you know, some language or writing or whatever. And that will also translate or pull off. And so you can end up with some patterns and papers like this. Again, these are really great for collage work. And if you find a sequence after you do this and maybe you're a little neater than I have been here, which I'm trying to get this all squeezed into a video, but you can certainly repeat your pattern and make a bunch of pieces and color coordinate. And these make great cards. You can cut them and then use a piece that sort of complements this and that's simpler and put it with it and combine your card making, and they're just fun, beautiful, and super simple, and people will think you've spent hours.